Hey guys, welcome in this new video. I hope that all of you are doing great. In this video, I will explain you guys what is the biggest myth that most traders tell you to do in trading, which I think is actually completely wrong and something that you should definitely not do. So this video might be a little controversial because when I say that I see a lot of traders tell you to do this one thing, I really mean it. Most people on the internet will tell you to do the exact opposite of what I'm actually going to tell you guys to do. So this video, as I said, might be a little controversial, but that's completely fine. I don't really care about this. What I care about is bringing you guys what I consider to be good information, which I think can help you to become a better trader. As simple as that. So if I have to be controversial to bring you guys this information, well, that's not really a problem for me. So just before that we start, as always guys, please leave a like under the video. I would really appreciate it, and it would just help the algorithm to spread this video around because I believe that it's a very important video. So make sure you do this for other traders, you know, not even myself, just for other people so that they can see this video. And also, well, make sure you are subscribed to the channel if it's not already done. So let me first of all explain you guys the context of trading, okay, very briefly, and then you will see why it's so important and what led me to record this video. So what you guys need to understand is that in the world of trading, which is a zero-sum game, so a zero-sum game basically means that there is no profit or no loss being generated on the market, okay? So it's only money that is being transacted from one trading account to another. So in this business, what you guys need to first of all understand is who are the people who make money and who are people who lose money. So if you look at the people who make a lot of money, what do we have? We have investment banks, we have hedge funds, and we have a few retail traders. So this is the part where people make money. The part where people lose money, well, it's essentially 90% or 95% of retail traders who just get into trading with a small account and eventually end up losing their money. That's how the game works. And so what you guys need to understand is that for the market to function properly, you need to have these two parts working together. So you need the dumb money in order to feed the smart money. And that is the reason why you see so much advertisement from brokers and so much marketing. It's because when their clients blow their account, which they tend to do pretty fast in a couple of weeks or a couple of months most of the time, well, these people stop to trade, so the brokers need to have constantly new clients that come in so that they can also blow their account and keep the market going. That's basically how it works. I know it sounds a little, not so nice, but that's the reality of it, right? So you might want just to face the reality and try to adapt as best as you can to it. So that's how it works, okay? You have a lot of retail traders who don't know what they're doing, who lose money in order for the people who know what they're doing to make money. That's simply the truth, and that's how the game works. Now, why is this important? Well, the only one thing that you need to keep in mind from this is that, well, if you guys want to be profitable, what you need to do is imitate the people who make money, right? So you look at what they're doing and you're trying to do the same thing. And then you need to distance yourself as much as possible from the average retail trader. And so just before recording this video, I was reading the Goldman Sachs 10K report of 2018, which is basically an annual report where you have a lot of information about what they're doing. So I think it's interesting, you know, to just dive in these kind of things and just see what they're up to. I don't do this that often, but sometimes I'll just read into this and it might give me an idea, and that's what led me actually to do this video. So I was reading this and then I kind of had an idea about my own trading, what I'm doing that is actually different from a lot of retail traders, and that's what I will share with you guys in this video. So I know this was a long introduction, but I had to put you guys into the context so you fully understand why that is my point of view. So what is the biggest myth that you guys have heard from other retail traders about trading? Well, here it goes, right? So most retail traders will tell you to only focus on a couple of pairs to trade, okay? They will tell you to only focus on a very few amount of market and just trade these markets, okay? That's what they will tell you. And I'm pretty sure that most of you guys have heard this many times before, right? Just focus on 3 pairs, just focus on 5 pairs and master these pairs, okay? Now, when you look at this, at the beginning, you might think that it makes a lot of sense, right? So you're like, oh yeah, I will just focus on a few pairs. I will master these pairs. I will become, a great trader of these pairs, and then I can make constant profit on these pairs because I know them so well. So, as I said, when you look at this at the beginning, it makes sense, right? It looks pretty good and it looks like a great idea. Now, there is one problem with this. And the problem is that if you just focus on a couple of pairs, well, the trading setups that you will get, or in other words, the opportunities that you might get from these setups, do you think that they will always be great? Do you think that these opportunities that might show up on the market day after day or week after week, do you think that these are the best opportunities that you could get if we compare that across all the markets? Not really. So if you trade just on the short term, of course the chart will kind of evolve faster, and there, okay, you might get a little more opportunities. But even if you trade just on the 15 minutes or on the 1 hour, the chart, day after day is not that different. And the problem is that if you just focus on a couple of charts in your own trading, well, you will miss a lot of opportunities, first of all, on the other markets, because there are so many different charts that you could trade, but you will also maybe be tempted to take trades on these specific charts where there is not even a great opportunity to begin with. And so that is one big difference in my trading versus a lot of retail traders. So just like I said, what I see a lot of people doing is focus on 3 pairs, 5 pairs and things like that. And what I do, if you look at my own trading view, you guys can see this in my other videos where we go on the charts. You can see my watch list, right, at the right side of the screen. And what you will see in this watch list is that there are like 30, maybe 40, maybe 50 charts. I don't even know exactly, but there are a lot of charts, a lot of different markets that I follow and that I take in consideration. Okay, and now I know what a lot of people will say, right? Oh, Anthony, you're doing too much, right? You don't need to follow that many charts. You don't need to follow that many markets. Well, maybe, right? But once again, what did we learn at the beginning of the video from the context that I established, right? We learned that the people who make a lot of money are investment bank, hedge funds, and a few retail traders. So if we look at these people, right? Let's take the idea of a investment bank or a hedge fund. If we look at these people, right, these guys who make billions and billions and billions every year, do you think that they only trade a few forex pairs, right? Do you think that they only trade Euro, USD, USD Yen, and that's how they make their billions? Do you really think that it's how it works? Well, no, it's not how it works. Just like I said, you can even see it online. I mean, you can read their reports, you can see what market they are trading, and you will see that it's not only forex. Of course, okay, that would not make any sense. Why would they only trade forex in the first place, right? You have so many different markets. You can get amazing opportunities on other markets. So what are they trading? They're trading forex, they're trading equities, they're trading futures, they're trading commodities, they're trading so many different markets. I'll not list all of them, but they're trading many different pairs, many different markets. And that's the point that I'm trying to bring you guys across, is that why would you only focus on a couple of pairs? Okay, of course you might become a little better, trading on these pairs, but at the same time you're missing so much opportunities on other markets. Now, at the same time, I'm not saying to follow all the markets, because of course there are way too many charts to do this, okay? So just like myself personally, I follow maybe 30 charts, maybe 40 charts, and maybe 50 charts. And when I say that I follow, let's say 30 charts, I don't look at 30 charts, every single day and kind of have all of them at the same time. No, I have a list of charts that I trade. Every morning, I go through these charts one by one. I identify the opportunities that maybe I want to trade. So after that, during the day, I will only follow like 5 charts, So when you hear 30 charts, it sounds maybe a little much, but just like I said, I will only look at these 30 charts maybe once or twice a day. And then the rest of the time, I will only follow a couple of charts between these 30 charts where I have the best opportunities. That's what I do. That's what investment bank and hedge funds do. and that is basically the complete opposite of what the average retail trader is doing. So can you be profitable trading only on a couple of pairs? I mean, maybe, right? But why would you want to do this, right? Why would you fight adversity? That's my point, right? And that is something really important to understand. Why would you fight the people who make a lot of money, right? Why not just be on their side? I mean, it's a lot more easy, right? And it gives you much better result. Why would you fight against the people who make billions? Just be on their side, right? So when you look at these people, why they follow so many different markets, right? Ask yourself these questions. You need to have a critical thinking, guys. And in this video, my goal is not to tell you necessarily what to do or what not to do. I'm just trying to make you guys think. Use your brain, use your critical thinking, and come up with your own answer that makes sense for you, right? So ask yourself, why these people are following so many different markets, okay? What's the point? Why not just focus on a few pairs? Well, there you go. I gave you guys the answer. It's because if you just focus on 3 pairs, you might never get a good opportunity for weeks or even for months. I mean, go on the forex market right now at the time of the recording of this video and just take a look at Euro USD, for example. It has been doing nothing for the past few months, okay? It just has been going up and down, no real direction. Even if you go on the lower time frame, it's just up and down. There's no opportunity to trade, guys. The price is not moving, okay? Like the way that you make money in trading is when the price is moving. You need volatility to make money. So if you look at Euro USD, you'll see that it's barely moving for the past few months. So if you are someone that is too egocentric to look at other market and thinks that you only need to follow one pair, I mean, you will only trade Euro USD, and for months and months and months you will only get crap opportunities. And then you will ask yourself why it's not working, right? Why I don't get great results. Well, there you go, right? You're not even in the right vehicle, right? You can have a great strategy, you can have a great mindset, but if you are trading something that's not even moving and that there's no direction to it, well, of course it will not work, right? So that's my point, guys. So be a little open-minded, try to see different markets, try to see more than a couple of charts, and maybe that it will help you, okay? Now, as a beginner, right, when you are just starting out, I think that it's good to only focus on a few pairs, because when you are new, you don't want to be all over the place because you cannot monitor everything properly, okay? So at the beginning, and that's the only part where I would agree with other retail traders, is that at the beginning, it's good to focus only on a few charts to get the hang of trading and kind of to become better. But once you understand how these markets work and how trading works, then what I think is great is expand your vision toward many different markets in order to find the best opportunity in the present moment, which will give you the best results on the long term. And once again, just like I said, you don't need to follow 50 charts on a daily basis. You can look at these charts, right? And then you select a couple of them every day that will give you the best opportunities. That's what I do in my trading. I've been doing this for 5 years now, and it's working amazingly. So, once again, I'm not telling you guys to necessarily do this. You don't have to, copy me exactly if you want to. You are up to do what you want to do, right? So once again, use your critical thinking, try to understand the both sides that I explained, and see basically what makes the most sense to you. And then I think that you can make your own decision based on that. So that was the video that I wanted to do today. That was the biggest myth I think that a lot of retail traders tell you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it kind of opened your eyes maybe on the industry and things like that. And yeah, so on that, take care, trade with care, manage money well, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.